let's talk about probably one of the most important topics in early childhood, dealing with big emotions. We know that young children tend to struggle to express their emotions in an appropriate manner, but it's our job as their parents to help teach them how to do that. We want to create a safe space at home for your child to express their emotions without judgment. So let's talk about a few ways that we want to avoid suppressing these emotions while talking to your child. The first way we might be shutting down our kiddos' emotions is simply by covering it up, saying, "You're okay, you're fine." And while sometimes you feel like that might be the best solution because we're in a hurry or we need to get going, let's think about how we would feel if someone told us that while we were expressing a sad emotion or an angry emotion. I'll tell you right now, I don't think I would be very happy. This next one is kind of tough, giving them what they want. Now you might want to do this, give them what they want, give them that iPad if they're throwing a fit, because it brings our house back to a calm, peaceful moment. But what we're really teaching our children is that when they throw those tantrums, when they get angry and yell, they get what they want. The last way we might be ignoring these behaviors or emotions is simply by providing a distraction. And while this might seem like something that would come in handy, especially if we're busy around the house, maybe you say, "Would you like to watch your favorite show?" If they're crying or having a fit or something like that, you're providing a distraction just so that you can get through it, but it's not really allowing your child to express their emotions or teaching them how to express their emotions appropriately. Okay, now that we know the ways that we tend to ignore their behaviors, let's talk about 5 steps that we can use when we are walking our child through their emotions. Step 1, name the emotion. Name the emotion for them. I see that you're sad. I see that you're angry. I see that you're upset. Step 2, this step is up to you. You need to decide as their parent if they need time to calm down or if they're in a place that they can talk. If they need to calm down, let's move on to step 3. If they're ready to talk, you don't have to worry about the next step. Step 3, provide them ways to calm down, some ideas to calm down. Maybe at your house that looks like snuggling their stuffed animal, or maybe doing some shark breaths. You can ask them about that if they go to the Early Learning Village. And providing some examples of ways that they can calm, maybe just deep breaths, but provide some ways for them to calm down, and then they will be ready to talk through that emotion with you. Step 4, briefly talk about the problem. Now, when I say briefly, I mean briefly. This doesn't have to be a big, long conversation, but you definitely want to talk about the problem. For example, I know that you want to keep playing with your toys, but it's time to clean up so that we can get ready to go to the grocery store. And last, step 5, provide a next step. Now that means that after we've talked about the problem, you want to provide a way for us to transition out of this feeling. We've named it, we've talked about it, and now we need to move out of it in an appropriate way. For example, in the last step I said, I know that you want to keep playing with your toys, but we need to start cleaning up so that we can go to the grocery store. My next step might give them some choice so that they feel like they're participating by saying, we need to put our shoes on. Do you want to put your shoes on by the front door or here sitting on the couch? That gives them a next step. We're still going to the grocery store. That is still our job and our aim, but they feel included as I've given them some choices of what they can do next. I know that dealing with big emotions with your little ones is not an easy task, but all of these tips that I talked about in this video are just things for you to practice at home with your little ones so that they understand how to express their emotions appropriately and also how to move out of those big emotions. It's our job as parents to help navigate these feelings with them. We want to make sure that we give them a space to do that.